Bill Watterson once said, "Things are never quite as scary when you've got a best friend." Can you relate to this statement? Do you have that friend that means everything to you? I do, and her name is Cheryl. Today I will be talking about my best friend. Cheryl is one grade above me, making her a junior. She is in band with me as well as swimming. We met through tennis last year, but I wouldn't have considered us close until around when the school year ended last year, and she found out I was joining band. The first thing you will be learning about is us in band together. Furthermore, we have tennis for our spring sport that we do together. Thirdly, we have swim for the fall season. And lastly, we have just regular walking around the halls and all the things that I've learned and talk with her. Being close with Cheryl has helped me not be as nervous or scared, as well as makes me feel more confident in almost everything that I do together. Starting out, we have band. There's 3 things in band: marching band camp, marching band, and then concert band. She is right by my side for all 3 of those things. For example, in marching band camp, that's when we learn all the stuff like how to march, how to count, and everything. And it being my first year in marching band, I wasn't quite getting it at first. If I didn't get anything, I could always go to her and she'd always be like, "You can always do this way, or you could always do it that way," and just being real nice about how to help. There's also just regular marching band. This is when you're under the stadium lights and you have stadium time and you hear all the fans just yelling, "Go band!" And it's always just so fun. And Cheryl is right diagonal from my formations almost the entire time. So she told me one time that if I ever need anything or any help while a performance, not to talk to her, but to just look out of my peripherals to see her. Then the last thing in band is concert band. Concert band may not be as scary to some people, but for me it's worse. Because in concert band, it's so crowded that everyone can hear you if you make a mistake. Whereas in marching band, it's more spread out, so not as many people can hear you if you make a mistake. If I make a mistake, I really start freaking out. And Cheryl sits in front of me, so she would always turn around and be like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need to step outside and talk to me for a second?" That's just what really helps me when I start freaking out in band. Moving on from band, we have tennis being our spring sport that we do together. Tennis could be as simple as the bus rides or spirit bags or practice. So the first thing is bus rides. They could be really fun, especially if you have a 2-hour drive to your meet and you have no one to sit with, so you decide to sit with the girl that you haven't talked to before. That girl for me was Cheryl. This has helped me because this was when we started learning how to listen to music together and how to talk together and just starting to laugh and knew all the similar stuff that we had together. Moving on from the bus rides, we have spirit bags. We had to draw names one time, and Cheryl got mine, and she decorated it with all these cute little flowers and baskets and all that type of stuff, and it was so cute. But not only do we have the spirit bags, we have practices, which starts tennis. She is my doubles partner, which in tennis, there's 2 people on one side of the court and 2 people on another for doubles. If I ever need anything or miss a ball, she would be right there, or she'd miss a ball on purpose, so it made me feel better. So moving on from tennis, we have our fall sport that we do together, which is swim. I just started swim this year as well, so obviously I was not that great. But when I had those moments where I didn't feel that great, she'd always bring up the fact that I was new and that, like I said, I didn't really know what I was doing. For example, we have summer swim, we have school swim, and then we have the meets. So summer swim is where it starts around middle June and then goes until the school year starting. She would always be what I call my lane buddy, because we'd be swimming together and our coach writes stuff on the board that we have to do. So like if we have to swim a 50, she'd explain like what the 50 would be, if it has to be a pull or if it has to be touch drill or something like that. Then we have the school season. The school season can be very stressful with school and swim all balancing together. Plus I do have a job, so that also balances on top of it. So if I don't get something in swim, we don't swim together, but she would always come from her lane to mine just to make sure that I'm okay. Then we have meets. Meets can be very emotional, especially if you gain a second or if you stop in the middle of the water, you just feel like you're letting everyone down. I have those moments. The whole team has those moments. But we each have that one person that is always there to comfort in those moments. And Cheryl is my person. Then moving on from swim, we have just regular walking around the school together. This can help me because, as I stated, she is a junior, meaning any classes that I have had right now, she probably already take. So if I haven't understood a homework or something, she could understand me. This is also the time where we would talk about the teachers, whether we get along with them or we don't, and how we can do to get through that. Being close with Cheryl has helped me not be as nervous, as well as makes me feel more confident in the things we do together. I hope you understand that now with first, band and us practicing together, secondly, tennis and something like bus rides with her, thirdly, and swimming and how we comfort each other. And lastly, walking around the school halls and how it has helped me learn new things. Like the time we went out and got Jimmy John subs, the best subs, obviously, and we went to St. Mary's Park and just hung out for a while while we were talking and laughing during a lunch break for band camp. This being said, going to high school and picking her to be that one person has probably been one of my best decisions.